So recently, I went to the Friday practice for the 2025 Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort, my first ever experience of F1 cars on track. And I just wanted to vlog my day and answer any questions you might have if thinking about attending an F1 race yourself. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the day started nice and early at 6 o'clock when I woke up in the holiday park in Wassenaar that we were staying in. Next we took the hour drive to the car park recommended by the Dutch Grand Prix app before getting the 50-minute bus ride to the track itself. Once we arrived, and our driver had done some questionable manoeuvring, we took in the views of the North Sea/English Channel and set off on the short walk to the track entrance. Trust me, that slope is not fun to walk upwards later when leaving. After checking in and being frisked by a burly Dutch security guard, we set off down the long path parallel with the pit straight. Now, everywhere you look at Zandvoort, there's just overpriced merch and food stalls, but we'll get back to them later on. Now, we had a grandstand seat, so we had to walk through the fan zone to get to it, and so waited around for the driver Q&As. These were cool, but obviously a little bit cringe-worthy at times. But there were interviews with the Sauber drivers, the V-Carb drivers, the Red Bull drivers obviously,
Williams,
Mclaren and Aston Martin. Oh, and just have a listen to when Max Verstappen came on the screen during the F1 driver intro. After that, we hiked around the banked last corner with all the general admission space, and then past the stadium section until we got to our grandstand, Hairpin 2. Now, Hairpin 2 was the cheapest grandstand on the circuit, but it was still 80 quid a ticket, or 80 euros a ticket, sorry. So finally, let's have a look at my £70 seat. Yeah. But I mean, if we just turn around now, the seat's worth it.
Echt bij de meeste races staat de mascotte, die staat er een beetje bij als een droepie, maar die van ons die heeft echt energie. Er zitten net nu.
So after watching FP1, which was insane by the way, we got some lunch as you weren't allowed to bring your own food in, cheeky by F1 there, which was unsurprisingly rather pricey, but also pretty banging to be fair. Then we went back for the Porsche practice session, watched a bit of that and then trekked all the way back to the fan zone for the F1 team principal Q&A. Now, I say trekked, but one of the great things about Zandvoort is how nice and compact everything is. Like, imagine it being at Spa, which is obviously the longest circuit on the calendar, having to spend most of the day going back and forth between your grandstand and the fan zone.
And obviously the hills.
So yeah, the team principals Q&A was interesting, if not a bit boring, with appearances from Lauren Meeks, I think I butchered that, I think maybe that's right, I don't know, Zach Brown, and meant to be the new V-Carb team principal Alan Permain, but he just despawned and never showed up. However, if you did want to get nearer to the stage, this was definitely the Q&A to go to, as significantly less people cared to turn up to this Q&A rather than the driver one. After this, it was back to the grandstand again to watch FP2, which I think is a good time to talk about how literally every single time there weren't cars on track, they were blasting bass-boosted Dutch bangers all over the circuit, which very much contributed to the incredible vibes all around.
Wauw. Hoe is het mogelijk, hè? Hey. Oh. Ik zie nog 3 minuten staan, hè?
Now, after FP2 and the second F1 Academy practice session, we decided to leave, and then this, honestly incredible day, as we still had a 2-hour commute back to the campsite. It also started raining, so. So, in summary, is this one of, if not the best European GP to go to? I reckon so, despite it being my only GP so far. With the chaos on track, the atmosphere and just the general vibes all around. But please let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you been to any F1 races, and if so, which was your favourite? Please comment down below and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this different style of video, and I will see you guys next time.
Buddy is literally gritting on the